Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to start on my one-tiered tray. So I picked up the pie pan from Dollar Tree, candlestick holder. I'm just going to take this off. It's really easy to get off. And then so is this sticker. So I'm going to use this paint, sorry, I'm really tired today, that I got from Walmart for 97 cents in the color dark gray. And I'm going to use a sponge brush that I got in a 4-pack from Walmart also. And I'm probably just going to use this paper to squeeze some paint on. And I'm going to paint them both the same color. So I'm going to start with the candlestick holder. Now I've never used a sponge brush for this, so I don't know if I'm going to need to use that one that I used the other day for my mermaid one, because this is already looking different, and I don't know if it's just because of the paint. So really hope I don't have to do a lot of coats, which I feel like I'm going to have to, because I'm used to doing it white, and the white I usually only have to do 2 coats. But we will see the outcome of this. If I don't like it, then I probably will paint it white. So I'm probably going to use a different paintbrush for the second coat and see if that helps, because I feel like it's the brush, not the paint, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm used to using the chalk paint for this. See how light that is? I feel like I'm gonna have to do a lot of coats to get to the gray, like just the gray color that it is, because this doesn't even remotely look like it. And I don't know how well this is going to be on the pan. And so let that dry. And for the pan, I'm only going to be painting the top and right here. I'm not worried about the bottom because it's going to be glued and you're not going to be able to see it, but you will be able to see this part, and I don't want it to be completely different. I'm just going to squeeze some paint in the pan. Yeah, I feel like this is it's the brush. Because it doesn't do that with my other brush. So I am going to go rinse this brush off, grab my other one, and I will be right back. Okay, I went back and got this one. And this is a 3/4. I don't know if you can see that. And it came in a pack of like 12 or 10, and I got it from Ross. So, oh yeah, that's much better. Should have just stuck to my go-to brush for this, but you know, I used this one for white, so I didn't want to use it for gray, but I'll just be sure to wash it in between coats so that way it doesn't stain it too bad. So that way the next time I want to paint something white, I can use this brush. I actually need to go back to Ross and get more. They have a really good deal on paint brushes. They also sell paint there too, if you guys didn't know that. Okay, so that's one coat. I'm not really worried about it being perfect because I am going to do more coats to this because you can still see the metal through it. Not that bad, but I will go my second time around and I will do it a lot better. So I'm going to leave this here to dry. And the candlestick holder is pretty much already dry. So I'll add a second coat to that using this brush, see how that does. So I'm going to do a second coat, and then once everything is completely dry, I will see if I have to come back and do another coat, and then we will go from there. Hopefully I don't have to do too many coats. I think I'm only going to need to have to do 2 coats on this, and maybe 3 or 4 on this candlestick holder, because it's not even close to what I want it to look. So I might need to take this off and just paint it white, which is probably what I'm gonna do. So I will be right back. Alright, so this washed off really easily. I didn't even have to scrub it. Like, the water was just taking the paint off. I don't think it was completely dry, that first coat. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint this white with my Waverly chalk paint. And honestly, that's what I should have just done, because I know chalk paint sticks pretty much to anything a lot better than like regular paint, and my counters in my bathroom are white, so I feel like that'll blend in more. And then this is mainly what I want to be gray, and then I'm just gonna put a few things on there. So let me go get my white paint so I can paint this, and I will come right back. Hey guys, sorry about that. So I had to wait for my son to wake up because in their bedroom there's this middle part of their closet with drawers, and the bottom 2 has like all my craft stuff. Like the top one has like ribbon and stickers that I use for DIYs, not like friend mail stickers, and then the bottom one has paints, my hot glue gun, Mod Podge, and that's where this was, and I didn't want to wake him up. So he's awake right now. So I'm gonna paint my candlestick holder with the Waverly chalk paint in white. And like I've said before, this thing has lasted me a really long time, and I don't remember how much it was at Walmart, but it was so worth it, and I wish I would have got more, but it was my first time trying it, so I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not. But nowadays, when you look up a DIY and they paint stuff, most of the time they use Waverly chalk paint or spray paint. So give this a good coat. That is almost dry, so by the time I'm done painting this with 1 coat, I should be able to go back and do another. And then I'm hoping I can get this done today. The only thing that I'm gonna have to wait is for the E6000 to cure overnight, because that's the part that takes the longest. So I'm gonna do a coat on this, and then I'll be right back, and we will do another coat on the pie pan. Alright you guys, so while my candlestick holder is drying, I am going to do a second coat on this. I'm gonna try this brush, so that way I don't have to keep washing that one to use it for both. So hopefully this one will work too. This one I got at Dollar Tree a while ago. And as you can see, the bristles are purple from when I painted my mason jars for my flower box. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. I might have to come back and do another coat because as I was brushing, it was pulling up the bottom coat, so maybe it just wasn't dry enough, or I don't know. It's this paint, so hopefully it comes out good and I like it. If not, I will chuck the pan and I will go back and get another one and I'll just do it white. I really don't want a white one for my bathroom. Like I said, my bathroom is gray, all the stuff, so that's kind of why I wanted this gray, but we'll see how it turns out. My candlestick holder is pretty dry from the first coat, and I'm going to go ahead and do a second coat. Okay guys, so I'm gonna let that dry, both of them. The candlestick holder won't take that long. This pie pan is probably gonna take the longest. So once the pie pan is completely dry, I will come back so that way I can see if I need to do another coat on there, or if I can just get away with it, or if I just need to touch up the little few spots where I can see the pan through. So I'll come back once everything's completely dry, and then we will move on to the next step. Hey guys, so I let this dry overnight. The candlestick is completely dry. That dried yesterday. So I'm not going to do anything else to it. I'm going to leave it alone. I do need to do another coat because I don't know if you can see right here when I did that second coat, I don't think the first coat was completely dry, so it started pulling up a little bit of the first coat, which is fine. It didn't do too bad. So I'm going to do one more coat on this, let it dry, and then I will do a few coats down here. I want to do it at the same time, but I'm not going to be able to. Because when I lay this way, it'll stick to the newspaper. So I'm going to do another coat. Alrighty guys, so that's another coat. I'm gonna let this dry, and then once it's completely dry, I will come back and I will paint the side right here and underneath the lip. And then once that dries, then we can glue we can E6000 the candlestick holder to the pie pan. And then I don't know if I'm gonna do anything else to it. I haven't decided yet. And then I will show you it completed in my bathroom with what I'm gonna put on top of it. So once this dries, I'll come back. Hey guys, I'm so sorry this is taking so long. I wanted to get it done. This paint takes a really long time to dry, and I think that's why. And I'm just so used to using my Waverly chalk paint. So I do need to do one little touch up right here in the middle. And then it's good, it's dry. I don't know for sure if I'm gonna paint right here. I wanna go ahead and glue my candlestick holder to it and then place it on my counter. And if you can see it, then I will turn it over and paint right here. But if I can't see it, then I'll just leave it alone. So I'm gonna touch up this little spot real fast because when I flip it over, that part isn't gonna touch the newspaper, so it won't stick to it. So it's just that one little spot in the middle. Like I said, I wanted to get this done this weekend and there was just a lot going on, so I wasn't able to get it done, so I'm sorry. I apologize. It really doesn't take that long to do even a 3-tier tray. So I'm gonna use E6000. Everybody keeps asking me where I get it. Walmart sells it, Target sells it, even hardware stores. At Walmart, I believe it's $2.87 for this one, and then they have a bigger one. And they even have like little tiny ones. So they usually keep it over by like the hot glue guns and like where you can get Gorilla Glue. So I'm gonna put a generous amount, and I'm not gonna move it. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna touch it, come back and check on it like I normally do. I'm gonna leave it alone. And I'm just gonna eyeball it where I think it's the middle. I'm gonna hold it down because it is moving. So I'm gonna leave that there. And I'm gonna find something heavy and place it here to hold it down and give it some pressure. Once that is completely dry, I will come back. Probably gonna paint this anyways. Actually, I'm just gonna do that now since I have this paint out right here. So I'm gonna do a coat here. I'm probably gonna have to do 2 or 3 like I did with the front. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna let this cure for 24 hours. Then I'll come back and I will show you guys. I might in between there when this paint dries do another coat. I'm not gonna film because you guys already pretty much got the concept. So in 24 hours I will come back and this should be completely cured, and then I can show it to you guys in my bathroom, how I decorate it and everything like that. So we'll come back in 24 hours and it should be all ready, should be all set to go. Alright you guys, here's my 1-tiered tray. So I only had to do 2 coats down here. So I love the way this came out. It is a little different for me because I have to find really small things to put on here. And I had a little round basket that matches that one. And it had that box, it had some bracelets, and then like my pill box. So it wasn't like a lot of stuff. And since I'm going to be redecorating my 3-tiered tray, my first one that I ever made for Halloween, I'm going to have to move, those were on there. Those little succulents and that Live, Laugh, Love, that was on there as well. So I was going to have to just like find a place to store it until next year. So I thought it just looked really cute next to the cactus box. And then that's basically it. So it's just really simple in here. I don't have a whole lot going on, but I absolutely love the way that it came out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I would love for you to be part of my YouTube family if you're not already. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.